next.
You're making a mistake. I am not the person that you're looking for. You've dragged me out of bed for no reason. You were looking for my doppelganger. You know, someone who looks like me, but is not me. I don't know how many times I have to tell you people.
Buddy, just stand there and keep it quiet.
I don't think that they're going to let us pick out of the lineup at the same time. I think we're going to have to go in separately. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Well, I'll go first. He's stealing my stuff.
That's true. He's in your house.
He's in my house.
I don't know. I haven't seen him yet, but I
hear him.
You hear him. All right. Well,
I'm going first.
Okay, I'll wait in the other room.
Okay, next.
That's him. That's the one you're looking for. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know why I'm here if you've got him. I mean, he's got a wig and different glasses.
We'll see.
And heels. But he's also got the Rice Krispies and the bananas right in his hands. What more do you need?
All right, let's see. I think it's that guy over there on the right. Yeah. I'm missing Rice Krispies and sugar, and trash in my house, staying in. I don't know what he's doing. That's definitely the guy, though.
That's him. The guy on the right. I know him. I know that's the guy. He took my Cheerios, he took my orange juice, he took my bananas. He put some kind of thing on his video of Jimmy's house where Jimmy's showing the big reveal he's not supposed to. Arrest that guy. He's the guy.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Bye.
Are you crazy?
Bye.
He's right here. He's got the items that you're... This is some... Hello and welcome to my jail cell. My name is Roy. I am a home cook and amateur baker, and I am here on this channel typically sharing recipes that have helped me to lose over 125 pounds, whether those recipes are mine or someone else's. Now obviously today I am not doing a recipe from a jail cell, although I do have some toilet wine brewing, but that's beside the point. I am also apologetic for my appearance, but I was woken up early this morning, dragged down to the police station, and set into a lineup with my doppelganger, but I was still the one who was selected as the culprit, breaking into Jimmy's house, stealing Rice Krispies and sugar, taking Sandy's Cheerios and orange juice and bananas, all put on me. But I will get out of here. But while I'm waiting for that, I have a no tag to do. And this one comes from not Tracey at Trials of the Long-Haired Girl, but her hubby Chris. He came up with the questions this week, and it is a fame and fortune tag. I've looked over the questions, and quite frankly, I'm not sure I have many answers. But we shall see. So let us get on with it. Number 1, have you ever met a famous leader? Can be political, religious, corporate, military, or whatever, you pick. No, I have never met a famous leader of any sort. Number 2, have you ever met a famous actor? I've never met one per se, but I did used to watch, as I mentioned in last week's tag, the CBS soap operas. And one of them was Guiding Light, which was filmed in New York. I lived in New York for a while. I knew where the studio was, so I would go down there sometimes with my brother Dan, and we would hang out outside waiting for some of the actors to come out, maybe get an autograph. But actually met anybody? No, not really. Number 3, have you ever met a famous musician? Now, I'm assuming by musician, you mean anyone in the musical arts, not just someone who plays music, that it could be a singer as well. Because I know years ago I did meet Lynn at an autograph signing, and I have met Tracey, who is a drag queen, but she's also a musician and a singer. She does play her own music. But again, it was like a meet and greet, kind of like take a picture, move along. So meet, I am using the term loosely, but yes, I would go with those 2. There may have been others. Those are the 2 that first come to mind. Number 4, have you ever met a famous athlete? I don't believe so, but since I am not into sports, I honestly wouldn't know if I did. Now, I don't think I ever have, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with no, at least not knowingly. Number 5, have you ever met a famous person who doesn't fit neatly into these 4 categories? I don't believe so. I mean, I really haven't met many famous people, if even met is the right term, but anyone who doesn't fit into those 4 categories, I can't say as I have. Number 6, have you ever encountered a famous person in a totally unforeseen situation? This can overlap one of the previous questions. Now, a few times that I have met any of them, it has been a foreseen thing because I was at a concert and they were the headliner, or I was waiting outside of the studio, as I mentioned, with the soap opera actors. But and unforeseen, oh, wait a minute, no, that's not true, that's not true. Okay, I do have one. When I was living in New York in the 80s, I was walking down the street in Greenwich Village, and I walked by Daryl Hall and John Oates. And so that was unforeseen, and they were musicians, I don't know, anyway. And I didn't meet them, I encountered them. I just walked by them, basically. And I was rather surprised that John Oates, the dark-haired one, was much shorter than Daryl Hall. I mean, I think he usually stood on things in the videos, because he was a lot shorter than I expected him to be. But anyway, okay, I did have an answer for that one. Who knew? Number 7, have you ever met or known a famous person before they became famous? No, nobody that comes to mind. No. Number 8, have you ever been a fan of a band or musical artist before they were cool? I've never really been into music in that way. I hear things on the radio and whatnot, so I never really know of any bands before they're out there. It's not like I go to indie bands and all that kind of stuff, so I would have to say no. Number 9, do you have any particularly good secondhand stories about a person or family member interacting with a famous person? That one I actually do. I had to think about it a bit before I realized, but my aunt used to be roommates and friends with Cyndi Lauper before Cyndi Lauper became Cyndi Lauper. I believe they were living in Vermont, but I'm not 100% positive. But yes, my aunt was roommates and friends with Cyndi Lauper, and she has still been in touch with her off and on throughout the years. So yes, I finally had a fairly decent answer for one of these questions. I knew this was going to be a tough one for me. And last one, number 10. If you could be famous for anything, what would it be? I think If you've been following this channel for a while, you probably already know what I would want to be famous for, and that is writing. Helps if I actually do the work. I still have not gotten myself back into it, but that is the one thing I have always wanted to be. So if there were one thing I were famous for, I'd want it to be writing. So that wraps up this tag. Thank you to Chris, Tracey's husband, over at Trials of a Long-Haired Girl. I knew I'd have difficulty with these questions, or at least not a lot of answers. But it was interesting to think of, and it sparked a few memories, so thank you for that. Okay, so if you liked this tag, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet and you are looking for recipes that can help you on a weight loss journey. Share any of my videos if you think there's someone out there who would have any interest in this content. And hit the notification bell for the next time I upload any sort of video. I am planning on doing another healthy app tutorial because I've been getting a lot of questions about how to make it look like the blue, green, or purple plan, how to do this and that. So I figured I'd go over some of the basics of the app. So that will be coming out at some point. I don't know exactly when, but if you hit the notification bell, you will be alerted when it comes out. And comment down below with your responses to these questions. I'd be curious to know if any of you have any famous run-ins that you'd like to share. And the questions will be down in the description box along with all of the other channels who are doing this tag. So go over to their channels and check them out and give them some subscription love if you wouldn't mind. Also down there you will find links to my social media. And here's my Instagram handle. And there are 2 Facebook groups that I am part of. One is mine, Recipes with Roy, and the other one is Finding Our Way, W-E-I-G-H. And that one I co-admin with Jennifer Lynn from the Jennifer Lynn channel and Bree Coleman from Balancing Life with Bree. So join us over there for lots of great tips, tricks, recipes, support, and people. So I am going to go call my lawyer, see if I can get sprung from this place, and hopefully I will not still be here for the next tag. But until then, bye.